Release the need for gorilla gripping everyone and everything in your life. Guys, when it comes to this life, you got to let everyone and everything be as free as it can possibly be. And I don't mean don't manifest in favor of certain things, of course, because while you are manifesting, you are technically in control of a certain area of your life, and that usually is your mentality, which manifests certain things, again, in your life. But even then, you're not obsessively denying yourself freedom or the things around you freedom to exist as they do within your reality because you're overly concerned with a certain outcome or very worried about how things can go wrong or anything else, you know? When it comes to having control in this life, I can definitely say that it is about allowing things to flow as they do while trusting that they will flow in that direction, you know? And that really is what it is to manifest through states, you know, where you're simply in the state of mind of something happening for you. You know that everything is coming together as it should for you simply because you said so. When it comes to that kind of confidence over what you are manifesting in that way, you are just letting things flow as they do. So it's not, again, about obsessive control and fear and assuming that if you don't obsess over this thing or really try to control it in every single way that you possibly can, that it won't come true or it won't happen. That's not the point of living a free life. You understand? And I can definitely say for myself, when I was living that way, because there were multiple instances in my life, periods of my life where I would assume that I would have to gorilla grip my life in every single way, control what this person's doing, control what this situation or how it's going to play out or whatever, you know, things like that. Maybe not even control people, but I mean, believe to myself that I would have to overly concern myself with what they were going to do next, you know? And that's not the way to live. Like, that kind of control is not healthy. It doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make you feel free. You think you're in control, but in reality, you're kind of obsessing over things that you can easily have bagged in your highest favor if you just allowed them to flow as they do. Because you simply have to trust that everything is always going to be all right. You know, you just have to trust that this life is always coming together again for somebody like you. So why would things ever go wrong, you know? And especially because you have that knowledge of knowing that everything is always going to be all right, the control is not a necessity where, again, you feel so obsessively fearful, doubtful, worrisome of anything that could end up happening because you know that everything will always be all right. And I was just having this conversation with somebody where she basically spoke to me about how she doesn't have this grip on her son, her only son, because she knows that if she were to be somebody like that, where she was always controlling what her son does, where he goes next and all of this stuff, that you know, that's something that it almost blows up in your face where they eventually not even not listen to what you're saying as a mother or anything like that, but more of it just creates a lot of tension that exhausts both people involved. So she says that what she does is she just lets him do what he wants to do. She trusts that he will always make the right decision, and then she lets him, and you know, he learns along the way, he gets better along the way, and then it always turns out in that favor. So there's really no need for the over-controlling nature regarding anything, because I do believe that people and things will happen as they do. It will manifest all as it should, and it will always be amazing, but I have that everlasting trust in that. I do believe that if you have this obsessive, big control over your life or over any area within your life, and you assume that if I'm not always as in control over this situation as I am right now, then it will fall apart. That's a little bit different because you're kind of assuming or thinking in favor of things potentially falling apart because you're so worried that they could. But it's not about that. It's about you being strong-minded and about you trusting in the way of the world, because the control that you have in your life, in your mind, it can be as easy as that. You understand? It doesn't have to be a very detrimental or heavy thing on you where, again, you're over obsessing over your own thoughts, maybe even assuming or manifesting something. You think that if I'm not always assuming the best out of this, then it's going to fall apart. That's not a life that's really enjoyable. You know, like, you want it to be easy. You want it to be strong. You want it to be easy flowing, like I was stating, okay? So I need you all to understand that as as you continue with your control within your life, as you know that you are in control and everything, let things flow as they do and release the grip on trying to obsessively control everything around you, and just, again, let them happen as they do, because everything will be all right. It just has to be. And if you have that intention set up alone, I promise that you will see it manifest alongside watching your own attitude change to relaxation all the way through, because it's so much easier to live that way than any way else. And I'm telling you guys this from my own experience, for real. It is an enormous thing. It definitely makes a difference. But if you do believe in yourself in this way and you let things flow as they do with confidence in them, of course, it's always going to be all right from here, because it just has to be. You know, with your confidence, wonderful things do manifest. You just got to believe in yourself to that extent and understand that everything, again, will always be all right, because it just has to be. And that's it. And that's what easy flowing, easy living is. All right, guys? You already knew this, though. I truly intend that y'all did. And if you didn't, now you do. So may God bless you all always. Thank you guys so much for listening today. I truly intend that this video carefully and flowingly reaches the right people with no control over anything. I just intend that it does. And even with that, the control that I have over that is very easy flowing and going. You know, I'm not stressing. I just know it is what it is, and y'all got it, and that's it. But all right, my love, I trust you all. Make the right decisions for yourself. Go with the flow. Have control over your own life, and don't obsess. It's going to be all right. Believe me, it most definitely is. But all right, my love, may God bless you all always. Please take care, everyone. Peace and love, headers. I said that last, the other video? Anyway, all right, guys. Bye.